Hey folks, welcome to our garden here, our exotic garden on the southern Gulf Islands of British Columbia, Canada. It's a long weekend in May and another beautiful day to work outside in the garden. So this morning, I'm potting up hybrid palms. You've probably seen previous videos of me potting up palms. The mixture I use for this, for those of you who've never seen the previous videos, is bark chips or wood chips and potting soil. I'm actually using a compost mix, organic compost mix. So you buy it by the bag, and then I throw in about a bag and a half for each wheelbarrow full. So these are a hybrid palm, which is a cross between a Trachycarpus wagnerianus and a Trachycarpus fortunei. I've hybridized these myself. There's usually 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 in a pot when you buy our palms here on Salt Spring Island. So I'm taking them from 2.5 inch liner size pots. So they've been in these pots for over a year now, and about a year and a half or so, and they're root bound. So we pull them out of these pots like that, and we're putting them into 1 gallon pots. So I recycle all the pots. Wendy and I always use old pots. So what we do is we just take some of this wood chips, and then we just take that palm there, loosen up the roots a little bit, pop her in there, right in the center, and then just kind of backfill around it with more of these wood chips, and you're done. Easy. I just love doing this. It's very relaxing. And then they go down into the nursery. So that is a 2.5, and that's how you step them up, 2.5 inch liner to a 1 gallon size pot. So these will give you a nice frond, a nice stiff frond with closer fingers. If you put them in full sun, you're going to get shorter petioles and a thicker crown. If you put them in more shade, you're going to get extended petioles with more of an open crown. A lot of our hybrids are growing in more shade, and they look absolutely beautiful. So shade or sun, whatever you want. Really easy to grow if you live in a similar growing zone. At this end of the island, we're in a northern zone 9A, only because this end of the island is at the point of the island. It's very narrow land, and we have Pacific Ocean all around us on either side. It's across the street from us here, about 900 feet, and it's not that far on the other side either. So that ocean temperatures regulate the air temperatures year-round, so there's never usually any extremes. So these do really well. They stay outside year-round in these pots. In the pots, I do mulch them with leaves, and then they're fine even in the coldest winter blasts. So there you go, folks. That's a Trachycarpus hybrid palm, and they're doing very well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak them down now that I've got them transplanted up into these 1 gallon pots. I have about 300 more to go. I've just actually started, but once they're in that pot, then I give them a good flood water bunch there. And then down in the nursery, of course, there is whack loads of palm trees. As far as you can see, there are palm trees, folks. And there's more in that greenhouse that I have to come out. So these were in the cold frames, and now they're going to sit outside in the nursery, and they're unheated cold frames, by the way. Nothing here gets heat. That greenhouse is also unheated. Christmas lights on the coldest days, C9 Christmas lights. That'll keep it going. And if it gets really cold, the last time it was bitterly cold here was December 2008. We used a propane tank with a little burner on it. So that was 11 years ago. It got down to just above 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty darn cold for here. So, but we still didn't lose any palm trees. All right, folks, thanks for watching, and happy palm growing. Have a good long weekend. Cheers.